Your father said he couldn't get clover to grow on this paddock.
Grow.
It's good clover over there, but so it wouldn't grow here. So.
Nope.
Even the plantains come up good, but it's shot head above it. It hasn't overpowered the other clovers and things. You put much on this paddock in the way of nitrogen?
Well, I was just putting urea on, but it got to a point where it just wouldn't grow.
Yeah.
Start to become green, then start to go yellow again.
Yep.
So I actually jammed it with CK 50/50.
Yeah.
And it just went absolutely ballistic.
Yeah, it's been short on potassium. Yep.
That paddock over here, it only had 900 on it.
Yep.
We'll go down to the fence and just hop over and have a look, and you'll see. It looks good from a distance, but you get in and it's nowhere near as good as in.
This, yeah. So it's had 1 dose of NatraMin on here, hasn't it?
No, 2.
2 doses.
Yep.
And so we did the first one.
Yeah, it's had NatraMin twice.
Yep.
And it's had an application, or 2 applications of magnesium as well.
Yeah. We went straight mag, didn't go dolomite, did we?
No,
we went mag oxide.
That's right.
So it was basically after we did that first soil test and you started on that program, it started to turn around.
Yep. You could see it was about 4 to 6 months after we put the NatraMin on. You could see it start to change.
So you reckon in general you've cut back on your nitrogen since you've been using the NatraMin?
Oh, we have, for sure, yeah. Yeah.
How much you reckon by?
Well, we used to go 125 kilos a hectare and we dropped back to 80.
80?
Yeah.
And you're getting as good or better results on this at 80 than you were out of 125 before?
Yeah, well, we were getting a pretty good result, but then, yeah, that last application, it just sort of, it started to green up and then just start to go yellow again.
Yeah. So did you bale this one at all last year? Or?
No, I don't think we did out here last year. The year before we did.
Year before. So, yeah. Soon done one, so would have taken a fair bit of potassium off it, so yeah she's reacted to the 50/50 well.
Yeah, no, we're very impressed with it.
It's could have given you back about 50 acres or more, isn't it?
Well, there's 30 acres here just alone.
Yep.
And like that, back where the cows are, back through there, it's all had NatraMin on it.
Yep.
It's only had 1 application so far.
Yep. So I'd say all up, you're probably about 50 acres better off than what you were struggling through. And
well, I don't think this country's ever grown grass like it has. Here, it was actually it's one of the last bits of the farm that was cleared.
Yeah.
Out here, so he doesn't. Yeah. It sort of hasn't had as much as what the rest of it has either.
I said your father was pretty sceptical originally that it was ever going to grow grass, wasn't
he? Yeah, well, he was sceptical of the NatraMin.
Yep. We convinced him yet?
Well, we convinced him, all right. No doubt about that. Craig keeps telling me it'll get better and better and better yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, keep up reasonable rates and look after it like you have been. It'll only improve.
That's right.
This has been a pretty hard year to get through with all that rain and trampling and.
Oh, we had that wet last year.
Yeah.
It was hard getting through that.
So how many are you milking at the moment?
Just under 200 at the moment. You get around to it, I'll get you up to do some soil tests. There's another bit of country back behind here.
Yep.
It was very similar to this when we started.
Yep.
We'll get some before photos.
Yeah. And some after.
So in 2 or 3 years' time, we can come back and we can go, look at that.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't have before photos of this.
Always used a fair bit of 50/50 hits.
Yeah.
This country sort of must need it, I'd say.
Anything you're baling, always could do with a top up.
Yeah.
Until you get into your night paddocks, usually potassium levels are up in them, but these outer paddocks, it's not a bad choice. All the butterflies and bees are happy anyway.
They are, aren't they? The butterflies and bees everywhere, isn't it? Normally pretty good indication what's happening on top of what's happening underneath, isn't it?
So, yep. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And it's not overly green, so you haven't got free nitrates floating through, and you
that's right.
haven't got your urine patches in there, so your nitrogen balance is pretty good. And the amount of nitrogen you'd be setting there out of those clovers would be save you a lot of money.
Plenty of clover there, isn't there?
Yeah, good clover. The only thing I've found with plantains, the problem is if you overuse urea, it holds onto the nitrogen, becomes bitter, and they won't eat it.
All was planted here's the ryegrass, the rest is all just come up. Much better than that, I don't think, will you?
No, no. I'd say compared to when we first walked up here and it was about a 40% pasture coverage and about an inch long.
That's right.
You couldn't get the ryegrass to go at all, could you, at
No,
that stage?
no.